Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Sarah if you're new here, and I love to shop once a month. I've done it basically my whole marriage unless we didn't have the money or space for once a month, and then we would just do every 2 weeks. It is so great to have all the food in your house at once, and it's super budget helpful, budget friendly, because it keeps you out of the stores. It saves a lot of time because you're not running to stores all the time for things, and you just have everything you need, and you're not tempted by lots of impulse purchases. I'm going to show you today what I bought for the month of October for our large family. We are a family of 13. One of our kids is gone right now. He's on the other side of the world, so we're feeding 12 consistently, 3 meals a day, plus snacks, so it's a lot of food. We normally have a budget of $1,500 a month. I have found it very difficult to stay in that budget. I know a lot of you feel me on this. Staying in the budget is really hard these days. We try to buy mostly healthy food that we eat at home because we have plenty of opportunity to eat junk food when we're out and about, but I like the home base to be good, healthy, quality food that keeps everybody happy and well nourished. So let's get to it. First, I'm going to show you my Sam's Club haul. Since I said we eat all healthy food at home, I might as well show you the unhealthy food that we eat at home. I have not been able to get chocolate chips from Azure Standard. I bought this huge box of them, and they lasted about 6 months in our house, but we've been out of them for a little while now, and we do love to make cookies around here. We home make our own desserts, and so I did just get a bag of that from Sam's Club. That'll definitely be gone by the end of the month because we haven't had them for a while. Noelle asked for avocados. She's my 8-year-old. She's like, why haven't we got them for a while? I have no idea, but we definitely need them in our lives. We got a whole bag of limes and lemons. If these are going bad before the end of the month, I preserve them by freezing the juice in ice cube trays. But I do love to have fresh lemons and limes around. It's always great. Ground ginger. We use this a lot in our tea because we make Kenyan chai, and just a little ground ginger in there. We cook with it a lot too, but I think it goes so fast in our house because of chai. So if you've never added ginger to your chai, I personally don't like it, but all my kids and my husband love it. The kids were so excited to see me come in with all these apples. We just haven't bought apples for a while. I'm really trying to stick with in-season fruit more because I'm recognizing that it tastes much better when it's in season. We'd love to get some apples locally here, which will be very, very expensive, but taste amazing. But for now, we just got 3 bags of apples. These will go very fast here. And on a side note, our neighbor called us over and gave us all these little plums. They're fuzzy like peaches and greenish yellow. And a couple of them are going brown now, but they are really good. So we've been eating those too. We got some dried mangoes. These are a big treat for my kids. They go so fast. They seem expensive for what they are, but they love them so much. So last month I got 1 bag. It went so fast. We got 2 bags, and we'll save them for events when we're out and about at the boys' football games, that kind of thing. I love these bacon crumbles. We throw it in so much stuff. The trick, if you haven't heard me say it before, my sister-in-law taught me to throw them in a frying pan a little before you use them in whatever you're using them in, and they taste way, way better. So if you've even thrown them on a salad, just fry them up a little bit and it releases all the juice and makes it taste just like fresh bacon. Pistachios are so good. Love these. I'll probably put those on salads. I got some of this fresh fruit. We just pull out bags of fresh fruit and the kids munch on it, or sometimes we put it in smoothies, but that's how much they love it. So when we're out of fruit, this is a trick I use a lot. The kids are hungry in the afternoon, I'll just pull out. These are like 4 or 5 individual bags. I'll open a few bags. I mean, they can eat this whole bag, and we have definitely done that before too. So it's always good for us to have lots of frozen fruit around here. We're using strawberries a lot in our homemade yogurt with granola. Blueberries too. The kids wanted me to make sure I got blueberries, so I don't know what they have planned, but yeah. The other day we had strawberry milk, I called it, for breakfast. It was just basically a strawberry smoothie. They loved it. So good. We got 4 things of sour cream because we are big sour cream eaters. I also planned with my homemade yogurt and sour cream and ranch seasoning that I home make to make some ranch dressing this month. I haven't had that for a little while. We got some salsa just to replace our storage downstairs because we always go through 1 pack of these a month. And we always go through 1 box of these tortilla chips a month. This is 2 large bags, and so yeah, it really does take us a month to get through it, but it's a nice, easy meal we can pull out. If we had some ground beef, we cook it up with taco seasoning and make quick nachos or something. For meals, I have been doing a really, really easy meal plan since the beginning of school. On Tuesdays, we always do a crock pot meal. That's our first day of school, and I'm always appreciative of it because it's a busy day. So I always stick some in the crock pot that morning, whatever it is. And then on Wednesdays, we always do an easy pasta meal and make a quick spaghetti sauce, or I have some homemade hamburger helper mixed up with noodles and spices, and then all I have to do is add ground beef or tuna and milk and water, so I can make that really quick. Whatever it is, it's some sort of pasta. And then on Thursdays we have some sort of Mexican, whether it's quesadillas, tacos, nachos, something. On Friday we've been doing homemade pizzas, which I have a great pizza recipe. I'm using my sourdough pizza crust, and it's so easy to make the pizzas, but my struggle with it is that it's taking like 2 hours to bake the 8 pizzas that we need. They're small pizzas. Yeah, I can't stand in the kitchen that long, so I gotta come up with a solution for that. Does anybody use an outdoor pizza grill, and is it worth the money? That's what I wanna know. Let's go on to household items. We got a big thing of Kleenex, pull-ups, toilet paper, lots and lots of toilet paper. We got these food trays. I love these in place of paper plates. We use them here and there. It's so great to have them around just when you have finally done all the dishes and it's time to eat again once in a while, and you're like, okay, paper plates, that's it. And diapers. On the weekends and Monday, we're just making whatever we feel like right now, so we're not really planning out that, but all these ingredients I have are the ingredients that we cook with. Normally I have a big storage room in my basement full of lots of stuff that keeps us going just fine. We got 4 bags of red potatoes. I didn't need onions because I've been able to pick up a lot of them recently at the farmer's market. I did walk back into Sam's Club after I did my pickup order because I totally forgot how much I love salads, so I'm adding this to my order. We got some romaine hearts in this spring mix and 2 things of tomatoes. One of these my kids will just munch on because they love them so much, and feta cheese. This plus some nuts and whatever else I find make a great salad. I love salads. My kids also love salads, but their very favorite salad is the one that comes off of my own plate with my own fork when I've made it for myself at lunch. If I have a lot of lettuce and I'm noticing we've had it too long, I will make up a big salad for dinner. My kids do love the Big Mac salad a lot, so we'll make that with homemade dressing. Or if I make a homemade like Asian dressing, they'll really love that too. So I could make up some kind of salad for dinner as well if I'm not getting through that lettuce fast enough myself. If I make my kids individual salads for lunch, they wouldn't like it. But if I just make myself a huge salad and they come eat off of my fork, they'll love it, and they'll eat so much. Why is that? I do not know. We got a few bunches of bananas. We may grab more of that halfway through the month, but we haven't been doing much of the halfway through the month shopping at all. We got some applesauce that we just needed to replace in our pantry. We use that for breakfast here and there. Tortillas, I am not making these myself, although I'm making all our other bread, our buns, our bagels, our English muffins, our bread, basic bread, our pizza crust. We're making all that homemade sourdough. We got a couple things of pepperoni. I'll put those right in the freezer and we'll pull those out for Friday's pizza night. This hard salami I picked up for the first time from Sam's, but we've been making a lot of homemade sourdough bagels, and they're really good with cream cheese and salami on them. Oh my goodness, such an easy lunch or dinner if needed. 4 things of lunch meat. I do put these right in the freezer too, and we try to just limit ourselves to 1 thing of lunch meat per week. Lots of other things we can eat for lunch besides lunch meat. This cheese is great, and we got 6 blocks of it. Last month we ran out just before, like 1 meal short. So we shred that for meals. We slice it, the little cheese slicer to go with that on sandwiches and that kind of thing, on tortillas. Lots of cheese needed for a lot of kids. And then we have some Parmesan cheese and this fresh mozzarella. Fresh mozzarella is great for pizza night. I think pizza night is pretty cheap actually, with the ingredients that we're using. Even using this good mozzarella cheese and a little Parmesan on top. Of course, this can be used for pasta night too. Phew, that was a lot to get through. Okay, my total from Sam's Club was $617 for what I just showed you. I have an Azure Standard haul to show you today. I got some good stuff. First of all, I got this big box of ketchup. One of my viewers told me to get this. It has no glyphosate in it. We don't like off-brand ketchup usually, but this one actually tastes just like Heinz to us, and we've been buying it ever since. We can get it in bulk, which we do, so we get all of these bottles and restock here and there. I think it's 12 bottles in there. And then this is a new purchase for us from Azure Standard. It had great great reviews. Belle's running water over there making something, a cake, but if you're hearing noise, but it's their creamy peanut butter. So I'm excited to try it, see what we think. We bought this goat cheese last time, absolutely loved it. It's great for a last minute, well, it's awesome on crackers. Let me just say, we keep some Triscuit crackers around all the time in our pantry, our emergency food storage. And so even like a last minute, you have guests coming over, you just pull out some goat cheese and those crackers. Yum, so good, but I snack on them too. We got these mixed vegetables. They are very, very good. I bought them a number of times and I started buying them because there was just one recipe I make that calls for these mixed vegetables. And in the past, we've never really liked those mixed vegetables before, but I was like, oh, this meal is good. And so I was using them in that. Well, just this last, about a month ago, we used them just like as a side dish with some meat. And they were so good. I guess I had never really paid attention to the organic ones, eating them just plain, compared to the regular store-bought ones that we bought in the past. It makes me want to, sorry, I'm sweating. I've been carrying a lot of heavy bags, but it makes me want to try some of their other frozen vegetables, which we rely on a lot in the winters. We also got this cream cheese. I always pick this up when they have it, and I do freeze them when I have too much in the fridge, but they last a long time until we open them. And we really like it. Nice clean ingredients. This one's new for us today. It's their garlic. It's California grown. And it is packaged. Okay, there's a whole bunch of them here. I can't remember how many pounds. I'll check. But then they're each packaged, like 3 or 4 packages inside these. I read in the comments, the reviews rather, that all the separate packaging doesn't make it go bad slower necessarily. But I like to process them and freeze them anyway. So it doesn't matter to me how fast they go bad. So I will grind them up really small in a little blender, and then with some olive oil, put them in ice cube trays, freeze them, and then pop them out, put them in a bag. And when we cook, we just use 1 or 2 cubes all the time. And it's super convenient. We have been very happy with all the fruit that we've gotten there before. I wasn't able to get the blueberries. I thought I was. But they must have run out. We got the grapes again. Last time we didn't end up preserving any because we ate through all of them, and I have a feeling that will happen again. Kids keep walking out of this house with handfuls of grapes. We were able to get some peaches. They're at the end of the season, so they were way on sale, and they are looking good. I can't wait to actually try these because we've been so happy with the taste. Like, it is by far way better than anything we get here at the stores. Yeah, I'm gonna try one of these and report back. Then we got 2 bags of flour, just because I've been making so much sourdough, but I am this month, when I do the sourdough, going to start replacing more and more with my homegrown flour. I'm getting more comfortable with sourdough, and I want it to be more of that. No, did I say homegrown? Homeground? I want to do the homeground flour a little more. So I'm going to start doing it to get to like about half and half, and then keep pushing the limits and see how that goes. We also have a bunch of bird feed over here, which I'm not going to talk about. My last grocery haul, I just went on and on about bird feed. And when I was watching it before I posted it, I was so annoyed with myself. I get really tired of hearing my own voice. And when I'm droning on about something I shouldn't for a long time, I get really, really extra annoyed. So I decided I'm not talking about that this time. But the good thing is, when I did talk about it, a friend of mine locally here called me and told me she found a feed store that has organic bird feed that is way cheaper and just not far from me. So I'm definitely going to check that out and maybe stock up for the winter. And maybe I won't have to buy it from here anymore. So we'll see how that goes. While I was looking up how much I spent there, I ate the whole peach. It was very, very good. And if you want to check out Azure Standard, you can go to like a local drop-off in your area. Hopefully that they have one in your area. We have 2 in our city, I think, and the group is just getting bigger every time, and I'm meeting people there. It's so fun. $588 was my total. $588. Was not able to get my raw cheddar this time. It's too popular. Butter, my raw, grass-fed butter rather, or chocolate chips. I'm waiting for those 3 things. I need those, hopefully next month. Now let me show you what I got from Amazon this month. These things came almost a week ago, and they've been sitting on a bench I have because I haven't had time to film it, and because of it, some things have disappeared. Like one of these boxes of white cheddar and 4 of the orange cheddar. We eat 1 box for Wednesday snack with lunch with a whole bunch of other things, but when we go out or have football game or whatever, go to the other house to swim, we could grab and take a box with us, and that's how the other ones disappeared basically in a week. So they obviously won't last us the whole month. We got some flossers, we use those all the time. 3 of these body soaps, 6 of these, one of these disappeared off the bench too. 6 of these conditioners. We go through so much conditioner. 2 months ago, I also ordered 6 conditioners, and there was enough room for 6 more this time. So obviously we're going through that quick. I do like this dishwasher detergent. It's supposed to be really clean, healthy ingredients, whatever, but it's not cheap. So every time I order, subscribe and save order, I just go ahead and get a little more of this. We only run our dishwasher once a day, so 60 pods. This does last us 2 months, 1 bag, and so we got 2 bags. So I'm slowly building up a supply of them because I always like to have plenty extra of whatever we're using, and this will help serve that because this is 4 months worth, and probably in 2 months I'll order it again. And then we got some Kenyan tea. We've got the 3 kind that we love, some bags, some loose leaf, and I'm definitely building a supply of that as well. The only other thing I got from Subscribe and Save is some of our dog food and some of our cat food that we are getting ahead on as well. Always good to be ahead on everything. My total from Amazon was $222. Of course, you didn't see it all because of the missing crackers. And yeah, I noticed that every time I'm ordering Subscribe and Save now, every month that I do, it's pushing me over my grocery budget. So I don't get it every month, I get it about every other month, so. Ugh. We also buy raw milk from a local farmer, and we just go every week and pick up 6 gallons of milk. So our total for the month for our raw milk is $336, which we just prepay at the beginning of the month. So let me give you the rundown of what we have spent for October, barring that we don't go back for anything at all, which is possible for sure. We also are making our own eggs these days with our chickens and ducks, but once in a while we do grab a little more eggs because we're not getting much yet. Our chickens aren't laying, just our ducks and guineas, and it's not enough. So Azure Standard was $613, Sam's Club was $617, Amazon was $222, and our milk is $336, leaving with us at a grand total of $1,788, which is a lot. I know we need to up our budget. So last month we were doing okay. We came right in about budget, but I hadn't gotten the Amazon orders. We're just squeaking through and not really squeaking through. So that money has to come from somewhere else. We just adjust things when it's going over. Food is important, and good food is important to us. So it is important for us to spend money on quality food. We notice, like I said earlier, that when we're eating good quality food, it tastes better. We feel better. I personally have been on a journey for 30 days of just really cleaning up everything that I know I need to clean up, and I feel so much better, so much more energy and everything. So it's always good to spend money on quality food. I'm not complaining about that at all, but it's time to be realistic and adjust our budget. So my husband and I are probably gonna be talking about that this month and raising the budget. I would love your opinion on the pizza situation, how you cook a lot of pizzas at once. We have a pizza stone, so it's like one at a time goes in there. Oh, those pizzas are so good, but man, it takes forever. And another thing is we do pasta once a week for lunch and once a week for dinner. And we've been eating through our storage that we had stored up of pasta, and we're getting kind of near the end. My plan was to buy an automatic pasta making machine. Heard such great things about it, but I don't know. Can I do it? Can I keep up with making our bread and our pasta? I'm a little nervous about the work of it, and if I could get ahead in making enough so the nights I don't have time for that extra step, that I would have them ahead. So I'd love your thoughts on those 2 things in particular. Thank you guys so much for watching, for being here, and we will talk to you in the next video. Bye.